What is going on YouTube? It is your boy Nick or Johnum, and this is the analysis of my Road to 2000 episode 2 game where I played against like a 10-26 and I won because they did a little blunder oopsie and I took advantage of the blunder oopsie, and they just resigned because they saw that I was going to win the rook and do some other funny business. And so yeah, let's get into the game. It's Divyang, it's an Indian name, oh god. Divyang Paraskar. So it was pretty evenly matched. It was, according to the game review right now, let me just see if that's the right, yeah, it is the right thing. Okay, so according to the game review, it was fairly balanced until my opponent did the blunder oopsie. So I got 79.9% accuracy and they had 76.7%. And they do the Nimzo Larson, and so I said in the gameplay, I know this opening fairly well, not the most well, but I know the main point is you want to get this bishop out here, and if you get your knight out here, they will go and pin you. So I didn't want that to happen. So I play d4, I get my knight out, and that's what they want to do. They want to pin me. So I just go ahead and make sure that doesn't happen, because that's the main thing with the Nimzo. This sounds like a little lesson, at least a couple of lines that I know. You don't want this bishop per se, because you're going to have a lot of pieces on light squares, and even when you open in some lines, you put the knight onto e2, as Nimzovich did in the past, or Larson, either one of them, Bent or Nimzovich. So yeah, blocking this bishop's like scope is pretty nice, because it's now they're forced to go to a square that's just out in the open that I can easily attack, or they just develop their knight. So I go here a6, and then they push a pawn. I push another pawn, just trying to take more squares away from that bishop. They push, close down the edge of the board, and I fianchetto my bishop as well. And they block me from being able to fianchetto, because this pawn is now dead in the water. So both of our bishops are kind of stuck. And so I get my knight out, and they get their knight to e2. Like I said, a lot of times in theory, they get the knight to e2, and then they put it either here or there. So I go there, opening up for my bishop, and they get their other knight to the middle. Looks like the cow opening that Anna Kramling was doing. Like, isn't this like the cow? You just have both your knights right there. I think it is. But did they do the cow against me? I didn't even notice that. That's funny if they did. So I get my bishop out. They go there. Take. Trade skis. And they don't really have any alternative. They could do that, but so I forced the bishop trade, and they push their pawn, and I attack the side of the board again. And right here is the move that is bad. This is the worst move they could possibly do. This is like the whole point of them really putting this pawn here, I guess, was to prevent me from taking the rook, but I wouldn't have taken the rook anyway, because I don't want to lose my queen. And so when they put this pawn here, they made a weakness. The weakness was obviously this pawn on c3, and the only thing defending it is the knight. So when they undefend it, I take it and put them in check. Now, this was reminding me of like the puzzles on chess.com, where the queen goes there. Instead of trading queens, you just take the rook, and then you trade queens. So I was like, oh, I like the puzzles. But instead, my opponent goes here, king e2, and it took me a while to think, so I repeated moves, and then I took on a4, and my opponent took on b5. I'm not sure why they did that. The computer wants me to take here and pressure that rook some more, but I was thinking more of I'm gonna go there and we're gonna trade, and then I'm not sure what else they can do in this position. I'm up 2 pawns, and it just says, I mean, they can't castle anymore, so they're just kind of stuck. That the move was for them to defend against the check, but if they didn't see that, I could have checked them, and God knows what would have happened. But my opponent did a little oopsie, and this is what the computer says which would have happened. So yeah, that's actually, I wouldn't have done that though. I wouldn't have taken that pawn. I would have expected them to trade, but this is computer's continuation. Not bad of a position. Yeah, if they can't do that because that's covered, and that's covered as well. So either way, my opponent did not have a good time playing against me. Poor guy, probably was just, I don't know. When I was learning the Nimzo, I feel like I was playing through that, knew what they were doing. The whole point of the Nimzo Larson attack, or the Larson attack, is to just get people out of their comfort zones, because everyone is so used to playing at least E4 and D4 and even C4 in the opening, that when you just have this little B3 move, you're gonna try to take space, and you just want to fee and cut it with put pressure on these pieces, and it's a fun opening. There's not many videos of it on YouTube. That's what I've noticed, and I've been teaching myself that on Elite Chess, because Elite Chess has a few more like little things that you can use to help study. I have some Gotham courses, Gotham Chess, and I like what his stuff is. He has little drills. He'll give you this massive study in this video explaining the study, and then he has these drills. You could just repeat moves. And I found that Elite Chess, you can make like an interactive study where you can make your own type of drills. And so I've been teaching myself the opening, and that's why I've been playing it so much, because I'm tired of E4 and everybody just, I don't know. I want to learn something new. Anyways, yeah. That was the analysis. I'm gonna pull up my webcam now, and hopefully you guys did in fact enjoy that little video. If you want me to do a couple of videos of chess openings, or just play some puzzles and explain some things with my 1100 Blitz ELO brain, you can. Let me know down in the comments. But if you want to see anything else, just holler at me. Like I said, I live stream over on Kick. Follow me on there. If you liked the video, like the video. It has been your boy Nick or Johnum. Check out my socials, like I said. Yeah. Peace.